Hi Taurus, welcome. It's Meredith. I'm here with your December 2019 monthly message. We're using Thelema Tarot for your message this month. We've got a bunch of oracle cards to play with too. Those will come at the end of these cards. All right. Do watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, as I always remind you. Gives you a great picture of what's going on in the energy atmosphere throughout the month. Take your time. They'll all be linked in a playlist for you. And let's jump in. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. This is a potential theme of energy running through the month of December for you. And we have Seven of Cups. This is the card I call spoiled for choice. As in, you have a lot of options before you, Taurus, and you're not exactly sure how to choose. And sevens in tarot, I also remind you so often, they are heaven touching earth. That's the meaning of that number in tarot. Heaven touching earth, that happens within your own heart space. And when you find you've got the Seven of Cups and you have the message spoiled for choice, it comes back to following your heart. So you got to get into your heart and out of your head and choose wisely from that space. Let's see how it connects to the rest of the reading for you. Your first card is Eight of Wands. Okay, so you may have, Taurus, received some information recently. I know in the dailies we've seen this 8 more than once, and cards like it, talking about energy, information, contact, reconciliation, showing up for us so that we can take another pass at something. So my feeling here is that you have received information, or you are being a great witness to what is unfolding and you're trying to sort what's unfolding around you. The lovely thing about 8s, they're super stable, super strong, they're double 4s. So great foundation for you to do this work on, to follow your heart upon, right? And 8s are also indicative of movement of energy in the tarot. So you're ready to take some steps, and you have a lot of things to consider at this time, and you're being pointed back to your heart over and over as you sort your choices. And as you integrate the energy information that continues to flow in for you, it feels like the atmosphere is shifting. The foundation is stable, but the atmosphere is shifting quickly, swiftly for you. And you have new things to consider each day. That's why that 7 can feel a little bit chaotic and even a little bit confusing. But the focal point is the heart space. Does it bring you closer? Whatever option is before you, and however you have to choose, bring it down to, does this bring me closer to my desired intention? Does this fill out the dream I have for my life? Next card, perfect. The Hanged Man. That's exactly the kind of card you want to turn over and ask those questions with. What have I not considered? How am I being informed and enlightened here in this situation? And does it bring me closer to my dreams, goals, and intentions for myself? The Hanged Man is a card of pause. It's a pause in the action. And there is an assumption sometimes in tarot that he hangs there in a stuck sort of way. He's not stuck. He literally is hanging out, gaining enlightenment, getting a different look at things, a different perspective, a different view, if you will. And he doesn't come down till he's good and ready. In some decks, we see him actually shackled to wherever it is he's hanging. But it's quite likely he's got the key in his hand, or in a pocket it's not going to fall out of. Anyway, he can set himself free on this card, and you set yourself free through enlightenment by considering what options before you now bring you closer to the fulfillment of your dreams. Next card, you have the Devil, and herein lies the challenge for you, Taurus, because the Devil is temptation, and temptation can be a habit. So we may be tempted to tell ourselves an old story. We may be tempted to look at things the way they are and think that's the way they will always be. We also may be tempted to believe that what we feel right now is a permanent experience, and it's not. The reminder here is that energy is always on the move. 8 of Wands. It is always flowing. Sometimes it is vexing, and sometimes it does stir up our emotional cauldron. And up out of that emotional cauldron will come old stories, old tales we've told ourselves, old beliefs that have been handed to us that we've also adopted and made our own, right? Such as, when is my true love coming? Isn't that a great question? I get that one a lot. Where is my beloved partner? Oh my goodness, is it always going to be this way, right? So when the devil pops up, here we are right next to the hanged man even. While we are contemplating, meditating upon enlightenment, this is the kind of BS that sneaks in. This is the ego voice that says, well, you might as well just wait for this. Which is a great ego saying, isn't it? Oh, how long am I going to have to wait? It's a great question. It's not about the waiting. It's about being the love that you are, no matter what's in front of you, no matter how you feel, or if your beloved does not appear to be on the horizon at this very moment. You have to take it on faith and trust that what you seek seeks you. Now, are you going to allow the ego to undermine that? Consider it. This is where the confusion on that Seven of Cups could come in, because we get torn at times by the emotional ego speak that is undermining our super stable foundation while we are, in fact, seeking enlightenment from our own inner wisdom and heart space. So when the voice of the ego, the devil card, pops up, this is not a time for us to be harsh with ourselves. It is a time for us to be gentle and loving, and for us to do the self-care that's required. Hey, ego, thank you so much for reminding me that I have a well-worn path into this territory, that I am sometimes tempted to be really negative in my self-talk about how beloved relationship is not necessarily working out for me in this moment. Thanks for showing up, because you've given me the opportunity to speak on this differently with myself, to use my intuition, to use my wisdom and my life experience and my enlightenment to turn a new phrase for myself. So I might temporarily feel disappointed. But I am coming into full faith because I am faithful to my dreams, goals, and desires. See that? See how that works? Then, for good measure, throw in the I love and appreciate how it feels to be happy, satisfied, and fulfilled in all aspects of my life. Right there, what you've done is elevated the frequency of that tempting ego voice that will pull you under if you let it run the show. Next card. Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful card. Love this for you, Taurus, because aces amplify and or neutralize the energies of challenging cards nearby. So if you can, in an enlightened way, speak to your ego with loving care, you elevate the frequency, you neutralize the temptation of the devil card energy altogether, and you keep the door open. It's a doorway that's open. That's the divine and cosmic gift of the Ace of Pentacles, is that the universe is offering you a new opportunity. So settle your confusion by getting into your heart space. Follow your heart. Does it bring me closer or further away from, right? Consider all the options before you. Consider the information that you've received through your intuition, your meditation, contemplation, and enlightenment here. Be loving and caring with your ego voice, and that keeps the doorway open on the Ace of Pentacles for all the new opportunity, the fresh perspective, the fresh opportunity that you have before you to come in with these affirmations and say, hey, thank you, ego. And again, I love and appreciate how it feels too. And I might temporarily feel this way, though it's passing into a much more faithful energy because I am full of faith for my goals and dreams. So that's how you do the spiritual work through this. And it feels that in the month of December, this is exactly the sort of thing that you'll have to return to over and over again. And that's okay, it's worth it. You make that the new well-worn path for yourself. Okay. Oracle cards. First one coming from angels and ancestors. What would the angels and ancestors like to share with you, Taurus? There it is. Perfect card. Yeah. You get the warrior. Be fearless and stand your ground, most especially in the face of the devil. Right? Be fearless and stand your ground. Stay connected to what's promised on the Ace of Pentacles. What's beyond that gateway, that doorway? It's your goals and your dreams. Stay faithful to that. Next, we're going to do the Indigo Angels. What would they like to share with Taurus for the month of December? What have we here? You are loved. Yeah. Don't forget that. The devil would talk you out of that. But you are special. You are loved. And respond with love to all of your ego temptations. Loving self-care, not judgment. We don't have to speak harshly to ourselves. We need to respond in kindness. And then we have an oracle card from the Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. And you get make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And not until you're ready. Hanged man, right? You'll climb down off that tree when you're good and ready, and you will make the effort. And it won't be because the devilish little ego voice had its way with you, okay? It'll be because you are choosing to be the love that you are. All right, last card, affirmation from the universe has your back. You get, the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. I love how that happens. I love it. It's the whole reading summarized in one card. Follow your heart, Taurus. Follow your heart. Thank you so much for watching. Again, watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos. Do check out the dailies as well. And find me on Instagram. There's a post there every day too. Bye for now. Thank you again. Leave some comments if it's in your heart to do so. Peace.